Hey guys, 56Mox here and welcome back to another tutorial. So this has actually been requested quite a lot, so I thought I might do it. So firstly you want to open your web browser and go to this page and you want to hit download. That is okay. It shouldn't do that. So you just wait for this download to load and then you open it. And when you open it you'll get this. You'll also need Blender if you haven't got it, so all you need to do is go to blender.org and download Blender. Unless you can do it otherwise, I'm not entirely sure. I had it already. So there'll be this one which won't have the regs in, but then there'll be this one which does. There's a cow, creeper, enderman, pig and sheep. The pig's the only one at the moment which I would say is dodgy. When you go to rendering it doesn't have the textures, but all the rest are fine. But the one we're going to be looking at is the Steve rig, because all the others are pretty similar to the Steve one, so yeah. So you would just double click on it and you'll get this to start off with, which is just camera view. So if you just use your middle button, it'll do that. I always go to File, User Preferences, System and Minimaps, just so it looks better, like you can see the textures slightly better. So if you've never used Blender before, you have light and camera, which you always have. But with this rig, as you can see, there's this up here, which is user for the eyes, like if you hold shift, you can select them both and go. I'm watching you. These are for the mouth, so like going like that, or like that, or like in and out. Shake it all about. Yeah. And this one is just for the jaw, so oh my god, that sort of stuff. If it'll go back up, you know. And you can do it further up, but it don't do much, because that's what it is. These ones are just the size of the eye, so if you want to make them really tiny or really big, and now I can't get. And these ones are for the teeth, so if I just open up the mouth again, and I go like that, you can see the top moving down like that. That's it for that, and you can, oops, I guess, on the face there are the eyebrows, which you can move separately or together. And to select stuff you just right click on it. You can't move the eyes, because if you try to you'll just move the whole entire head. Won't be good. You might also be able to see that there are these, which just means you can go stretch it out a bit more, like that. So that's pretty much the head, and if you see the little green line, that will just mean you can just rotate it. If you press R, different types of rotation. We'll put it there for now. So moving down here, you have this little ball which you right click on and that will change this stuff. So if we just do some random stuff, and then here, if you as you can see, some don't do anything. It's the blue and the green that do stuff, so you can just make it look slightly better. And same with the other hand, but this hand I'm going to do something slightly different, just so for the next thing. And so now moving close, and for the elbows, that's something for later. For the why do I keep going on that? Yep. The elbow you can just do that sort of stuff. Okay, now onto the hand. As you can see, there's like these arrows. Right click on the arrow and you just like drag them, and these are for the fingers. So as you can see, that makes the finger bigger. So if we just do like a rock sign sort of thing, Spider-Man, rock sign, whatever you like to call it. And then there's also one for the thumb, which is there, and you just like pull that out. Yeah, so you have a thumb. So that's the hand. Now to the body, we have this top one, which is just for rotation like that, or like that. And then there's this one where it is more for like moving your thing. That makes sense? Like moving the whole body. And so now to the legs, it's pretty similar to the arms, but you have like a little like shoe thing which you which you move and it will change it. But if you do that, it will make the leg go like twisty, which I think is pretty cool. And then here there's the same rotation stuff, so you can probably make the leg fully twisted round, sort of to this, and then like on the elbows, just not as good. That. And then down here you can see there's like a board, which is just so you can move the whole thing, because this one is actually so everything will stay in line with them. If you look, like they're going towards that point no matter where you put it, but this moves all of this stuff. So that's it on like the body rigs. For the camera, you can just like line it up wherever you want to, and that. And if you always want to check before rendering it what it looks like, you just go down to view in camera. There you get what you see at the very start, but it will also show you like the background and stuff. So if I just keep going like down a bit, back a bit, keep just doing this till I'm happy with it, just a little bit further back, and that should be fine. A bit down, and there we go. Right, then for the lighting, I would always get it an angle where you can see where the light is going to. So I always like having it this side. I don't know why, I just do. But I also like having the light going like hitting right in the center of the body, just because it gives you nice shadows. But that's practically like your sun. So if you want to change the skin, this is where it kind of gets slightly complicated. So you want to use something that we got in one of my earlier videos, which is the Minecraft Skin Stealer. And so you want to type in the name of the person, so we'll just use my name. And if it does, I've spelled it wrong because it needs to have capital, but it should tell you it. And then you just hit download skin. I'll just save it to my desktop, just so I know where it is, wherever the cake has gone. Oh, that's some pictures, that's why. There we go. Right, now you want to go and open it in Paint. I don't doubt you can see this part. I'm just opening up Paint. And you want to go File, Open. Or you don't have to use Paint, but this is just what I find easier to use. I always zoom in, and because it is now 1.8 kind of skins, Blender won't like it, so you have to scale it so it's like that. And then the other thing is the eyes and the hair. So if you see in line with the rest of the heads, you have to get rid of the eyes most of the depends the skin as well, obviously. And also if it's a skin with long arms, you want to make sure it's 3 blocks up on the hands. But for this, you want it to be at least 2 down and 1 across. And you can just save that just over. Go back into Blender. As you can see, there's like this little line here, and you just go like that, and you go UV image editor, and you go char PNG, and then you go image, replace image, and then you go to your desktop and you select that image. So as you can see, the eyebrows are the same colour as the hair, picks that up, but the hair doesn't go dodgy from that, and everything else is fine. Just also this part of your skin like rotates by 90 degrees, so you either can colour that in fully or sort that out. So you don't want any cameras that are really like that unless you've sorted it out, or like that, mostly like that or above. And so another thing I do on these is the backgrounds and stuff. There's a new thing that I've sorted out recently, which on the camera view, I doubt I can remember how to do it, but let's have a go. You go here, you just want it on paper sky, and then you go down to a place. It always helps, doesn't it, to know what the place that you need is, but yeah, you know. Yeah, this is not what I normally do. Yeah, there is a way where you can throw out the background. I've only done it once and I'm pretty rubbish at it. But if you do Shift A, you get this, and you go to Mesh, Plane. I normally just do the back, but you can do the front one by doing stuff. So if you just hit S, it will scale it bigger. Alright. You go over to this little colour button here, hit New, choose a colour. So I think I might go with an orangey colour. Yeah, so it's not that hard. Once you get used to it, you can make these pretty quickly. So the next step is just to go on to render and let the image render out. This doesn't take long. You can also use this stuff like the rig to do animations. But if you do end up doing animations, they will take longer to render because they're animations. It can also depend on your ping and stuff. So as you can see, it will render it out, and you have your nice skin. Looks the same, just the face is a little bit different to how you normally would see it, but it is still just the same. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll put a link somewhere on the screen, probably like now, to the other Blender edit I did, and I'll put a thing in that to go check out my new one, which is this one, and I'll put the link for this in the description below. So I hope you all have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want more, subscribe, like, comment. Any questions that you need help with, just comment below and I will help you out. So thanks guys for watching, and hope you have enjoyed, but see you next time. Bye!